Aroro. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Sounds good enough. Welcome, welcome. Gonna try and draw some more art for the channel. Hopefully, can get it done within 2 hours. That's the plan, that's the hope, that's the dream. While I listen to my own music. Blah, blah, blah. Turn that down. Chat's gonna be so quiet. 'Cause who wants to watch a random person stream? Woo! That's just who I am. Okay, so the idea behind today's drawing is that I want to draw. Can you see my cursor? That's something I want to put on. Properties. Capture cursor. Sure. Why not? You can see my cursor. No, I do not want the fill tool. I'm not going to see anything in white, because white is white. There we go. I can see that. Okay, so I wanted to draw today a little donation box that you can see at some shrines, or at least the anime depiction of shrines. Donation box. So I think I wanted to do, just draw a box. That's all we're doing today, chat. We're drawing a box. Pretty much just a box. I don't care about having the little thing above it. So yeah, let's just start with that's why today's just a box. You definitely don't need the whole canvas, so let's just try and go around here. If I do box here, if I do a forward kind of box, a forward angle, I don't know. How does one angle? Yeah, stop clicking. Does one angle like so? And then, no, wait. One does not angle like so. Okay, box. God. Box here. Slide angle. I'll fix that later. And then straight line across. And then this way, it looks like the box is forward. And yeah, I think just a straight down will be good enough. No ads, how dare. If I do this. And then I guess there's typically kind of these triangle things. In at least this picture. We're gonna make it go like this. Make it look like a tooth shark. Ba 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 brin. And then I'll just pick a point. I do top, sides. No, let's just do sides. We'll bring the sides down. Today was a day. I drew these so straight. No. Draw that one more on an angle. Draw like these three on an angle. Try this again. There. That looks a bit better. If I'm gonna give this box a box, give it at least some ledges. So that would be the top of the box. And I can just erase this a little bit. Who has bad sleeping habits? I know I do. Went to bed at 3, had to work at 8. Woke up at 6. 3 hours of sleep does not do one for the body. I wanted to put the paper detail in here. Actually, wait. I'm gonna move my mic. Moving my mic. So I can see my screen better. Am I still good? Test. Yeah, sure. Not even listening. Can't even hear the stream. Hopefully I'm okay. I still kind of want to put my figure right around here. Right around here. Put my little head out. Poke my little head. And I don't want this to be too tall because it's going to look weird when I put it on the banner. So, let's readjust this some more. Maybe what I do is I transform this. I shrink it. I shrink. And a cry. Only hard thinking. And then it's just a box on the ground. I can do two. How does one draw a rope? I could draw a rope. I would draw like this. I just want to draw 1 or 2. think you'd have to draw 2. Maybe if I draw from the other side? With a little dot? A little something? A little hook? I don't know what to put in the middle. I don't know what's holding this rope up. Either way, if I just follow this. Oh, it's such a thick line. What about a little thinner line? I might want to readjust my yeah, I might want to readjust my pen settings, my sensitivity. I don't push so hard. Zoom in. And then if I draw this like this, I will kind of get a rope. Just a little curl. And there, got a rope. And then I think they do a little rectangle. Something like that. Another rectangle. And another. Yeah, that should be out of frame. I guess there would be something, at least something here. I make it like a post. With the illusion of a nail. It'll look like it's at least holding up the rope. A yabba dabba doo. Just turn down my brush size. I can work with a smaller brush. I guess I should give this some dimension. No. Edges work with me. There. I'll do better. Just erase. How many hours of sleep will I get tonight? Hopefully more than 3. What kept me up so late? Nothing. Nothing kept me up. There was absolutely nothing. Didn't read on my phone. Wasn't watching anything. I just couldn't fall asleep. That's how bad my sleep is. No, I don't want to listen to ads. Does the side really? No, I don't think so. This side doesn't really have much. Okay. Okay, I draw the donation box. Just want to draw my little head, which means I would have to color it. This should go technically there. Background stuff goes below. This box isn't too big, but I am gonna draw Chibi. I'm drawing Chibi me. I could do wolf ear. Wolf ear here. Wolf ear here. God. Who needs to speak? Who? Ew. I need to. I sing, and yet I can't speak words. How does? Nope. Nope. Better. I like this better. Ah, that could work. Do a little. I could change up that art. Yeah, today's art day. I'm drawing some more. Or, well, hoping to draw some more. You missed Sunday. I missed ya. So yeah, what I'm attempting to do is have my little self pop out from behind the box. And then hopefully I'll color it and have this all done in 2 hours. Do you know what? Let's just have hair. We be tiny. We be tiny. No, that does not look like the right horn. Not horn. Ear. Ear. This is how bad. Why so bad? Dog ear? That looks better. Hello, Fluff. And then... Nah, don't feel bad. I mean, you could always watch the VOD. Not much happened. Played a couple games myself, and then my friend Liz, or Battle Cat, we played like 1 or 2 games together, and then I had to quickly head to Costco before they closed. Get all the grocery shopping. Oh no, how dare you play as the clown? The clown that likes to bottle up smoke. How could you? Is there anything else? I guess. Do I give my little guy an ahoge? Wait, oh, no, that's white. No, that's just eraser. Silly hair. And then we can give him a little more spiky. I only started to play as them. Yeah, the clowns, I always hate the clown because, like, yeah, they focus on, like, throwing the potion or whatever, and it, like, slows down. It slows the survivors down. Makes our vision a little bad. Though I think you also have a potion as the clown to, like, speed you up. If I'm not wrong. Which I don't know if that does anything to the survivors. I've never, don't play as them, so I wouldn't know. I think... Oh, the ear wouldn't be the exact top. There would be some hair that goes here. Yes, you do. It speeds them up as well. Oh, is it the same potion? Oh, no, it speeds them up. Oh, okay. There. Just draw this. I quickly fill this in. Yeah, I don't know which killer. If I had to choose one to actually play, I don't know which one I would ever play as. I like the Wraith because you can, like, you're technically faster while cloaked, so you could easily get to people and find them since the hidden radius. But then you can't actually hit anyone while you're cloaked. I don't know about Michael Myers. I know his radius is pretty tiny. In addition to being, I don't know how fast he is though. And then I don't think I would ever play as the normal chainsaw, because his thing is just using the chainsaw to get from generator to generator. The lunar event. Oh, yeah, the Chinese New Year event. I remember these 4 codes. Oh no. I don't have my pen and paper. If only I had a drawing thing. Or a way to look back and chat. I'll give you a little here instead. And then, oh, your hair's so, my hair's so flat. Rabbit, lucky BP 2023. I'll need to log in before it ends. I don't remember when the lunar event ends. It's probably soon. I did know there was a daily login. I just haven't logged in every day. I was just like, oh, I'll just log in on the weekend. And, here we are. Nope, that goes above. You got about... Oh, okay. That's actually a longer event than I thought. Because I thought it started about a week ago, or a week before Sunday. And then I assumed it would run for about a week after Sunday, so 2 weeks in total. But this is a longer event than I thought. What am I doing? I want to do a... alpha lock this layer. Let's make it a gray instead. That way I can play with some lights. They added a really nice Blight cosmetic. I'll have to look. I thought I looked at them. Is there a special rift, or was that the winter event that I was thinking of? How does one do? Oh wait, wasn't? Weren't there supposed to be matches like a red lantern we're supposed to interact with? Whoops. Did not remember. Multiply with a do I? What green do I use in my hair? I use the darker. That's some green. Oh, okay, just speed boost. That's good. I was like, I remember there used to be an event, and it might have been the Lunar New Year's. We had to interact with like a podium or something, and then we had to escape with the glow, and we'd be glowing throughout the whole game. Those were stressful. But then I think if we got, I don't remember if we got hooked, we would lose our glow. And then go, no, that might have been something else. Anyway, survivors interacting mid-game is always so tough. There are envelopes that give, yeah, if you let someone get it, but if you get it, it's 50. Yeah. How is that? I can't. Do I need a lighter green? Multiply some lighter green in here? Probably good enough. There was actually one game. I remember it so clearly because the killer was a Michael Myers. This was like years ago. And it was during one of the events. We had to interact with a... Was it when like the glowing halos came out? We had to interact with something. And in the game I couldn't find any. Everyone was dying because it was Michael Myers, and he had an add-on that just like whenever he like reached, we call it Super Saiyan level 3, he could just down you and he would never leave level 3 Super Saiyan stalking. And it was crazy because like, you know, beginning of the game, he just stalks someone, he gets level 3, and then he never left that stage. And it was so bad. It was so bad. I was like working on a generator with someone, and it just so happened that like I just felt like he was gonna come closer. Yeah, it was bad. I just felt like he was coming closer. I didn't have any perks, so I actually didn't know he was coming closer. I just felt like he'd be near the generator I was working at. So I walked around behind like a wooden wall, and I was like, yeah, oh, yeah, it was just instant. I walked behind a wall. I think my partner still worked on the generator. Michael Myers comes up, hits him, and he's down. And I'm like, oh my god. And like, I hope he doesn't look around for me. He picked up the person, hooked them. And I think he came back to the generator, and once he was at the generator, you know, you do the typical. It could have been, yeah. You do the typical hit the generator, down the progress, and you kind of search around. He didn't see me behind the pallet wall, and I was so happy, but at the same time I was like, oh my god, I'm so dead. And by that time, like, I was one of the last 2 people alive. I think he found the other person. Similar tactic, right? You hit them, they're down and hooked. And I was like, oh my god, I can't save this person. So everyone died but me. And I was like, I need to, like, we have like no generators started. Maybe like 1 or 2 because of, you know, like just timing with Michael Myers and getting through the game. But we had enough generators for the hatch to spawn in that game. I think the rules were you needed at least 2 generators. So the hatch did spawn. And I was like, I gotta find this hatch, because the moment Michael Myers finds me... Knights and Blights playing. Oh dear. Yeah, everyone likes the new killers. Like, the moment Michael Myers found me, I was dead. So I was just running with my, like, chicken head across, like, bared out. Yeah, that's the term, right? With their chicken head. I was just running around, And I was like, oh my god, please don't find me. It's running through the middle, running through the edges. Michael Myers found me in like the first half of the map. And I'm like, oh no, I'm dead. I ran through the middle to the second half of the map. And I was just trying to look for like pallets, any place I could try and lose him. He was slowly catching up to me. I found the trapdoor. And right beside the trapdoor was the whatever event interactable item. And I was like, do I risk going for the interactable item to get extra blood points, maybe a costume, maybe that cool halo, or whatever the cosmetic was for interacting with that thing and escaping? Or do I head straight for that trapdoor? Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. I thought it did it. I chose the trapdoor. I was like, screw the event. Get me that trapdoor. I want to live. This was Michael. At the end of the game, Michael was like, boil over's no use anymore. Well, at the end of the game, he was like, I was so close to getting you. I'm like, ha, sucker. I was like, but at the same time, you gave me a heart attack. Well, boil over, I think, prevents the killer from seeing close by hooks. And, yeah, maybe it does sway, but I thought, nope. No. Am I reading? To be fair, I use about the same perks every time. I don't switch. Unless told otherwise. But yeah, that was a stressful Michael game. Way crazy, and it makes it harder to... Oh, makes it harder to hook them. Yeah, okay, so I think I was talking about that yesterday. Not necessarily boil over, but I was saying how borrowed time is also kind of a perk that's kind of become obsolete as well. Because every survivor now has technically a borrowed time after being pulled off the hook. Because I definitely remember in the old game, in the olden days, we could be downed right after getting off the hook. The killer would just put us right back. They'd be like, no off hook for you. You must be swaddled. Can't have you running around. It's dangerous outside. Stay on the hook where daddy can see you. Clearly. Yeah, so I was thinking about it. I'm like, oh yeah, borrowed time. That was a perk. Did they change it? God, I remember when there was 3. I remember when there was just the Trapper, the Wraith, and the Chainsaw. That was the good old days. And then I proceeded to buy every DLC afterwards. Except any new ones, because I wait for them on sale. I'm cheap. That is how I roll. Being cheap. Grabbing things on sale. Which reminds me, I need to buy some Switch games while they're on sale. Yeah, I don't think... definitely was not a beta tester for the game. But definitely one of the first games to play when it kind of first released. lobbying back then, so painful. So painful to lobby back in the day. I remember when it used to be like, me and my friends, we would all hang out in the living room of like the university dorm or whatever. You're not stream snipe, man. Not today. You can't snipe me if I don't play. I think a darker wood inside would be better. Maybe on Saturdays or Sundays when it is a Dead by Daylight and I don't feel like playing any other game. This behind here. However, if it so happens that you are playing and I am in your game for some odd reason, after 9. Hooey. Yeah, not for me. It's like 8:30. I'm planning to finish this picture by 10. So now I have another hour and a half to finish this picture. And then I gotta go to bed because I work tomorrow. So yeah, no gaming tonight. That's why I picked gaming on Saturday, Sunday. Oh, okay. I'll have to see. Sometimes I play board games with my friends. So that might be my evening. Otherwise, my evening is pretty chill on weekends. I made the inside a dark brown, and I made the outside a brighter brown. I guess I should make it the same brown. And because I'm lazy, I'm just gonna use the airbrush. Okay, so the board game that we're kind of currently playing, and we actually have to finish it. We've been playing Aeon's End. I don't know if you've heard about Aeon's End. It is a deck builder. Yeah, it's a deck builder in which we play as these mages, and it's a cooperative game. So everyone is against the board or the computer, I guess you could say. And the goal is to cast spells to deal damage to the big bad. The thing about Aeon's End that makes it different than other deck builders is that Aeon's End, typically in a deck builder, you buy cards, you shuffle your deck, and then there's a chance that you'll get your shiny new card in any hand that you kind of draw from your deck. In Aeon's End, you don't shuffle your deck. The moment you play cards or you buy cards, that's the order you draw your cards next in your deck. So if you play 2 attack cards and then 3 money cards, the next time you drop your hand, you'll get that exact hand again because you put that down in that exact order. So Aeon's End is a deck builder with a lot of strategy because the order in which you play cards affects what you'll pick up. Yeah, it is kind of inspired, or it has that kind of D&D feel of there is actually a D&D deck builder. Is it called Dragonfire? So yeah, me and my friends were playing Aeon's End. I kickstarted the Yeah, the Legacy Edition. Yeah, I think it's called Legacy. Is that? God, there's campaign games, and then there's Betrayal in the House Legacy, Risk Legacy. Yeah, Legacy games. So yeah, I bought the Legacy Aeon's End, which allows us to kind of as we play through a game, we can make a change to it, depending on how we did in the game. So, for example, because we win or lose certain games, the game will give you like extra experience, or it will. This time I will be playing with you. We'll see. You can't play with me on Saturday because you work. But you can definitely watch. Sunday, maybe. If you're free in the afternoon. I probably won't stream as long as I did that one Saturday, but I hate maintaining cars. I actually don't do it. So I don't drive, even though I have a car. I rarely drive it. So I don't have to maintain it. Secrets. Actually, I'm kind of moving through this fast. I could show pictures of Aeon's End too. I could do that. So yeah, the idea behind the Aeon's End Legacy is like we kind of move through a story. Each like chapter game is like we add more story, so we have to read through like a storybook, and we make like a choose your own adventure choices, and depending on the choice, we change up what boss we fight. Sometimes we can get like certain treasure cards to like help our decks build better, or we can get depending on how well we battled the boss, we'll get like upgrades to our market. In deck building games, they call the market kind of just the cards you can buy to help boost your deck, because each game you technically start with the same deck. You just buy cards to like build it throughout the game, so it's like you're playing like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, or any of those TCGs, but like you build your deck as you play, so you don't build it beforehand and then battle it out. You have to build it as you battle, and that's kind of the idea behind deck builders. Oh, maybe that middle wood should be a darker. Make this the darker. Give this that darker tone. Guess it doesn't have to be perfect flat. It is supposed to be wood color. And then, oh, I know what else I could draw on here. Yeah, I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh too, and I used to watch a lot of the anime. I remember, I definitely watched like the original, and maybe a season or two after that. But the moment like synchro summons and all these other weird summons came into play, that's definitely when I stopped losing track of how to play Yu-Gi-Oh and all the special rules. I actually remember when the rules used to be you could just summon any monster. You could summon as many as you want. It could be any level. Those were good old days. Utopia deck. Interesting. I remember our first decks were like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Kaiba decks, pre-builts that we got at I think it was at the night market. Just a random night market. And we bought some Yu-Gi-Oh! Decks to play with. And I think that's like kind of like our first decks that we kind of bought. And we didn't really buy any booster packs, so we kind of just kept those decks. I think the rope needs some more. Needs a more light brown color. With that kind of shading to it. And then I do remember some of the random cards we got. Like we did go to the movie theaters to watch the one Yu-Gi-Oh movie, and I think we got like a card from there. I think I bought a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh cards from like the dollar store, so like they weren't great cards, but they helped in like boosting up at least boosting up our options of what we could use. And one of our childhood friends, their family had like a ton of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and their brothers didn't play with them anymore. So I basically asked if I could have pretty much all their doubles, and got like hundreds of cards to use. So that's when I started to like kind of figure out how to play with some of the cards and use them. Add a little bit of shading in there. Yeah, I was like, oh, I have so many of these one card. Like, I'll like in my head when I built the decks, I'm like, oh, I only need one of these. But in actuality, I'm like, oh, right, you can use more than just one. I definitely remember in like the GBA games, I would try and stuff as many doubles into my deck because of the cards I liked. I would definitely do that in the GBA game. And then I would in the GBA game I would beat up Murkrow? Who's Kaiba's younger brother. I would always just battle him because none of his cards would be above 1,000 attack. And I was just like, I just want an easy win for the point so I can buy the in-game booster packs. It eventually got to a point where I battled him so much. The counter in the game, like, literally reset. That's how much I battled him. Oh, I don't want normal. I want multiply. Oh, that's actually a lot darker than I thought it would be. How about a lighter color? There we go. Add some shadowing. And then I would be like, no, I have some losses against him. Like I'd be at like 900 and whatever wins, and like maybe like 50-ish losses because I didn't care at the time. I'd be like, yes, I keep battling him, blah blah blah. Hit 1,000. I'm at 0 wins, and I'm like, well, I have to beat him at least 50 more times. Can have a loss ratio. And then I never proceeded to actually finish the game. I know you could, like, battle the shadow whatever rangers or people they had. Never did. Where's the... Okay, top's up here. That was a suicide. What did it do? Just literally like send it out, attack, and then it kills the other card. This little shading. And then yeah. There's whatever the newest Yu-Gi-Oh game is, there's a lot of YouTubers playing it now. Or at least the YouTubers I watch, they've gotten into the swing of Yu-Gi-Oh, and it's fun to see what ridiculous strategies they come with cards. Bakugan. Ah, yes. Did you like own any Bakugan, or did you like just play like the video games? So I own two. Okay, yeah, I didn't own that many. I only owned two Bakugan. I only had two. I think I had Drago, Fire, and then I had a Wind Element one. I don't know if it was the original bird, but I had two, and I had two cards, so I could technically have a one-on-one battle. And that's all I had. Right now, they are at home on my like mirror, and they just sit sideways on my mirror because of the metal strip. Yeah, I had Wind, Fire, Water, Dark, and Light. Oh wow, you almost had them. You're just missing Earth, I believe. Yeah, there's only 6 elements. I think I want to add a little more detail. If I drop... Nope. I would like it in black, please. Coins have a square inside. Have you seen The Last of Us show? No, I've not seen the show. I don't even know if I know much of the game either. So I'm really... Okay, I will say, I'm really bad with this. My boyfriend has Netflix. He has, like, Crunchyroll. He has, like, all the streaming stuff. And then, like we have Disney Plus. I have a free TV upstairs that I could just be watching stuff on. And here I am just on YouTube, just watching random things and not watching anything that's like new or current or hip and happening. I am very much nah, I don't need to watch something new. It's too mainstream. Who wants to watch something that everyone's watching? No, I'll wait till it gets really old. I'm really bad for it. I'm like so not up to date on like any shows, anything. Like my friends will go out, watch the movies that like just released in like theaters, or like they'll stream it on Netflix or whatever. And I'll be like, yeah, I'll watch it eventually. I don't know when. And then I'll be like, oh yes, I should watch this anime. I should watch this. And I'm like, but that means I have to go find it. That's too much work. So I haven't watched a lot of recent anime, and I didn't. What was it? Was it Crunchyroll that's doing the their like top picks for the year that you can vote every day for? And I'm like, huh. Yeah, I think it was Crunchy. I was like, huh, I've seen like none of these anime. I don't even know some of these animes. Like one that I want to get, one that I want to watch. I want to watch Spy X Family. I just have not been in the mood to watch it. And then I know some of the other picks, like what was it? Is it Attack on Titan that has like their fourth or whatever season on the recently released, and all those other ones? And it's like, I don't know these, or like I haven't watched the original, so it's like I don't really want to watch whatever season they're currently advertising. And then I do. I am watching. Yeah, sure, I'll allow it. I'm watching on a website that brings, yeah. But they're easy to get rid of, and I get access to million anime subs and dubs. I'm bad. I also watch some anime on some sites. Hello, mouse, get over here. And yeah, like I'm just currently watching on like Crunchyroll or stuff like that because I'm bored, and it's just easy and nice because I don't technically have to watch ads. But I will find some of my anime and I will watch it on some sites. Because they're not being streamed on any of the popular sites, and I'm like, ah. And sometimes I just don't want to go to YouTube and listen to really bad audio quality with a very tiny screen of some animes. Which I will do. I will put on YouTube anime if I really don't care about watching it, but I just want something to listen to. My go-to is to watch on YouTube is Snow White with the red hair. When I'm bored, I will definitely watch or listen to that one. And then can I get like a pencil? Yeah. Wee. How is the coin? Coin should be higher. We do that. Oh, our wolf claws. Do I make them black? Do I make them white? Wolf claws. They black. Oh shoot. This is what happens when you don't pay attention to what layer you're on. Whoopsies. Oh well. Give it a little multiply. Nope. Airbrush. And then we'll add a little glow, a lighting side. What other things about anime? I do know with a lot of anime right now, a lot of anime is coming out with stuff that I read as manga. And it's like, I could watch this as an anime. Or I could just wait until the next kind of a season 2? I didn't know they had a season 2. I hear that Spy Family is really good, and I will take anyone's word for that, because I do want to watch Spy Family. I don't know. I don't know if I want to watch it in English or Japanese. I'm torn between the two. I'm usually one to watch anime in Japanese. And however, part of me has seen clips in English. And I don't know if I could just watch it in English. Because the moment I choose one language, the other language is dead to me. And I can't listen to it in the other language. I can't switch. So once I choose one language, I have to stick to it. Because otherwise, I'm going to hear the other voice acting and I'm going to be like, no, can't handle it. It's too weird. There have definitely been times I can no longer watch certain anime. I cannot watch Cardcaptor Sakura in English anymore. I grew up with it. I grew up with Cardcaptor Sakura in English. And like years later, I rewatched it in Japanese. And I can no longer watch it in English because the voice acting to me is so bad. Okay, I think this is good enough. It's good enough for what I want. Ta-da! A little chibi me trying to put in some money into the box. All dubbed. That's interesting. Okay, if I go to... Let's backtrack. Aeon's End. Yeah. We're gonna make like the second half of the stream of just talking. Just chatting. And we're gonna bring up this random one. Google Chrome. Do this? Yeah, okay. I could definitely shrink this. And then I will do move me back over here. Okay, yeah, so this is Aeon's End. This artwork here was definitely the more original artwork, or like their first print artwork. This artwork here is the more up-to-date cards. But you essentially this area here, this would be like your own little player area. Wonder, can I zoom in? Not well. So yeah, you'd have your mage with some health. You have these, they call them breaches. They're basically spell holders, spell portals. And then you have your hand. So everyone has this a very similar hand. You get money, maybe a spell or two. And like your breaches are kind of orientated based on your mage. Let's see. there another good picture? Here's an image from the Steam game or video game that they made. So you're technically fighting this big bad. They have like 60 whatever health, and you're trying to just whittle them down. And then you can get like these spell cards. So they each have like an effect. They call it casting. And it's like you deal X amount of damage. And then this middle area right here. Oh, wait, you can't see that mouse. This middle area right here. That's where you could buy cards. So everyone has access to this middle section. But depending if you have enough money or what kind of play style you want, you would buy specific cards from the set of 9. That's kind of the quick look of Aeon's End. It's a really fun game. I like it. But I like deck builders. And there's a ton of them. At least in the Aeon's End, there's like Aeon's End, the original, War Eternal, which is like their second expansion, but it's a standalone game. Then they came out with the first Legacy game, which you could build your own mages. So, this was the first Legacy game. Then they came out with like New Age. What came after New Age? Outcasts. There's one in between, I can't think of it right now. And then like the second Legacy game, which is what me and my friends are working on. Is kind of the current expansions. There's one in the works. Still being kind of produced, kickstarted. I mean, the Kickstarter's over, but technically the fulfillment hasn't been out yet. It is Past and Future. That's Aeon's End. That was the quick look back there. What other animes have I not that I can no longer watch in a specific language? I don't know if I could watch Sailor Moon in English anymore either. Similar idea. I don't like the age difference of the casts or what they tried to do. And to me, yeah, just couldn't handle the different voice acting. Okay, bye-bye. Ba-da-ba-da. I'm just a chatting. I might as well try and save this photo. And how do I do such a thing? Clear that, clear that. Keep that. Let's erase this line. Do 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 do. Yeah, the one thing I always hated that they felt they needed to change between English and Japanese dubs was the age of characters. When they decide, like, cause like I think in most of the Japanese anime, like the main character tends to be like middle school or like the younger years. And they're like, nah, we can't have that for the English audience. We gotta make them older. They're in high school, even though they're technically still middle school. And so like I always thought it was weird that oh, I should make this longer. I always thought it was weird that hey, I made a selection. Deselect. I always found it weird when yeah, the voice acting would sound like the English would that they were always in like high school age. And I go to the Japanese and I'm like, ah, they sound like middle schoolers. And then I think back to it, I'm like, ah, yes, because they are middle schoolers. And I'm like, ah, English, why do you do this? I can no longer handle your voice acting. Where's a good place to draw? Layer. Move it down. This. And I quickly fill in this white part that I clearly forgot to add. Ta-da. I can do it for the hand too. Doo-doo. So yeah, don't think I could watch Card Capture Sakura, Sailor Moon, or some of my other childhood animes than the original. Not the original, in English anymore, even though I grew up with them in English. That just, my mind of like, they are like middle school to like their English, I'm like 18 voices, does not mash with me. Import, nope. Export PNG. And then I want to save them in my pictures. Save. Cancel. Maybe I should hit the crop button. That's how you get things to be the size you want. There we go. I can just undo that crop. Save this file in case I ever need to go back to it or ever want to re-edit it. When I feel like I have more time, more patience. And then if I'll update it later, but yeah, my little guy, putting money in. That's what I'm gonna do. Ugh. It's the second thing. While I'm at it, I did randomly want to make some extra random assets. Like glasses. I want to get my guy glasses. So, not in white. Do I do it like this? Just like a white with a low brush density. And then we'll just clean it up. I will also say, for animes, I really like the music in most anime, and that's what I'll just listen to when I watch anime. Sometimes I don't even listen to the words, which is why I'm completely fine with watching some anime in Japanese, because I don't understand it. So I'll just listen to it in Japanese, just so I can listen to the music. I tend to also do that. There's a lot of like boy band or boy like idol kind of anime, and I'll definitely put those on because I just want to listen to the music. This is not. This is. I feel things shaking, but why? Is it important? No. Okay. I randomly grew glasses. That's how things work. What if I randomly just like added an image source? I do. Okay, and I browse, and I grab these random glasses that I just randomly drew. They're on stream. How do these look? They look horrible. They look horrible. I can't even attach it to the thing because I'm not using I'm not using any software. Oh my god, that's funny. Okay, wait. If I bring up my bigger model glasses, and then I just size them up. They kind of work actually. That's hilarious. I didn't even care for dimensions. I was just like, yeah, this is how you make glasses, right? Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, I wear glasses today. Ta-da! I am now scholarly. I mean, these are my reading glasses, can't you tell? Since we are just chatting. Here are my fancy glasses that I shall wear. You can I don't think you can really see. Yeah, I did put a small tinge on them, but it's not really visible. Oh well. Who cares? They're not meant to be they're not meant to be sophisticated. Just a quick draw. I mean, now I can read chat. I was blind. But you were always there beside me. I should put it that it's on its own layer, though. That would be That'll be fun. Beyond End. Is there anything else about it? Don't think so. I wonder. Best anime 2022. Do. Crunchy. The Anime Awards, Crunchyroll. Yeah, let's see what God. I kind of want to go through this at the same time. So bad. Best animation. Yo, let me see the next category. Hello. Crunchyroll. I don't want to watch your little video. I just want to see the next section. No, Crunchyroll doesn't want to play nice today. Too bad, so sad. I wonder. Oh, I know what other random thing to draw that I just want to add in. Oh, how do I undo? Undo. What other random thing am I going to draw today? Got like 40 minutes. I got glasses. I got nothing else. What other? I could just randomly draw. Doc. Are there any other animes that that's going on? Oh, I've been watching my most recent anime watches are definitely isekai. I'm a sucker for some isekai anime. I just like the overpowered protagonist. However, I kind of wish there were. I wish there were more, and at the same time, I don't wish there were more. You like the anime? Welcome back. I put on some reading glasses. Do you like them? I just quickly drew them up, so nothing special. But they there. I mean, I can see you better now. Okay, this is... I think this is my hot take. I hate contacts. I hate the idea of contacts. Oh, thank you. I actually just randomly drew the rectangles. I didn't even measure them. I didn't even think they would fit properly, but they kind of do. So, yay for freehand. Yeah, I don't like contacts. When I went to my eye doctor's like a week or two ago, one of the notes they have on my file is no contacts. So I'm a constant glasses wearer. Um, and I will keep wearing glasses until maybe eye surgery. Um, oh, I'm hot now. Wait. If I move the glasses down, they totally off center. Yes, now I'm a librarian. I mean, really? Okay, we move them up. Right around there. No, that's still a little low. There we go. I want a random. I want to draw a random. My drawing tablet. I'm going to restart the program. Can I draw a random, like, glass? Whee! Random glass of water? I wish you could. Later. I'll need like 50 plus followers and blah blah blah, and then you can give bits. That's how this works, right? Just add some water shape. Oops, wrong layer. Might help if I actually layer things. No, you won't. Don't do it. Don't do it. It won't work. Twitch knows. They'll know. Reference other layers. Good enough. Then, yeah, there's a lot of isekai that I just like watching. But I will say, a lot of isekai anime mangas, very similar plot. Let's see. I guess my, like, the current watch, or the ones that I'm, like, currently rewatching, By the Grace of the Gods. There was that one. There was the Reincarnated with my smartphone. Yeah, I kind of wish the Grace of the Gods gets like a season 2. Because I'm pretty sure there's more to it. The anime is definitely where I dropped off on the season 2 is out. Is it? Is there? I didn't realize there was. Cause like I knew he like started like the laundromat. I'm surprised that one's getting a season 2. A lot of times I find that like isekai just kind of goes for like one season and then it just like drops off the face of the earth and then you never see it again. Even though they're missing, yeah. I'm okay. So other thing, I like predictable animes and movies. That's why I like Hallmark movies too. They're just so predictable. So I can just watch them and not watch them at the same time. And then I'm like so happy. Because by not watching them, I can just listen to them. But by watching them, I know what will happen. Oh, are you talking about like I reincarnated as a spider? where she thinks like she's like the one in class, like the outcast in the class, and she's like the white spider. Is that the one you're talking about? I did watch that one. I feel like I might have read more than I watched of that one, though. Wait, shouldn't water be darker on the bottom? Oh well. It's my art, I'll do what I want to. No. Back to multiply. Then put like a, I don't know, add glow. There. Oh yeah, I watched season 1 of The Shield Hero. Did I watch season 2? Yeah, offhand, I can't remember if I watched season 2. I just remember reading the, oh, dang. That's sad. I remember reading the spin-off series of Shield Hero. Where, it was like is it the Lancer? Who's the yellow themed hero? See the Lance user? I'm pretty Spear. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I remember reading a little bit of the spin-off. Where the Spear user, I believe, is like the main pro tag. And his ability is that like upon one of the deaths, oh spoilers maybe, upon one of the deaths of the heroes, like he like technically goes back in time, and because of yeah, okay, so it's one of the abilities, and you I don't okay, more spoilers. Do you remember when is it in Natsu? He starts like using his shield when he's angry. And like, you know, the more like demonic kind of qualities of him kind of pop up. Do you kind of remember that? Yay? Nay? Either way, the each of the heroes, like their weapons, they there's like it's like the Curse series and the Bless series. So it all the heroes can technically get the Curse series if they like let their anger or like whatever sin consume them. So for like the shield hero, it was anger. For the spear user, it's like greed or lust. Because like all the women kind of lust over the spear hero. So his like cursed series is kind of the opposite. He becomes like very afraid of I have, yes. I'll get back to that one. He becomes like very afraid of like women. The spear hero. And the bird, I can't think of Flone? The bird, the big bird, the chocobo. I can't think of the right name. Girl that like the shield hero has. Because of whatever curse the spear hero has in the spin-off manga. He falls in love with the bird. Pio. And it's really funny. So the spear hero, in like all his like quote unquote retempts at life, when he has to go back to like the very beginning of the anime where they just like got the money, they're like still not worked out. The spear hero tries to like save like the princess, like say like, oh, the princess just gonna cheat him out of the money, or like he tries to save the shield hero from like all the bad reputation of being the shield hero, just so that he can like get the I keep gonna say chocobo, the chocobo girl to love him. It's a ridiculous side story. That's the edge of my glass. The Wise Man Grandson. That was, yeah, if I'm remembering correctly, that's the one where he's basically taught by, like, Merlin, and he doesn't have common sense, right? My avatar cost... Okay, technically nothing. And I say technically. I drew him myself, which is why he cost me nothing. However, I am using Clip Studio Paint, which is for me, a one-time payment, and I basically can update it with all the updates and whatnot for free. So Clip Studio Paint is basically my version of not paying for Photoshop. Clip Studio Paint. Let's see, how much is it going for right now? Clip Studio Paint, if I buy... So, if you do buy Clip Studio Paint, there are, like, 3 versions. There's the Pro, the EX, and there's, like, the monthly plan if you choose to use, like, mobile or MacBooks. So if you buy the Pro or the EX version, it's a one-time payment, $50 US or like $220 US. One-time payment, you own it for the rest of your life. Then there's like the monthly, like maybe like dollar plan, and that you can use on mobile or like a MacBook. Okay, so I actually drew my avatar twice, and maybe I'll pop this up. Clip Studio file. So I'm using another program to actually replicate my mouth movement and my eye blinking. Let's see. If I go to my documents, my stream, brand, chibi, full body. Okay, so here's my full body. So all I did was I have like different layers. No, I'll just really need to zoom in for this top bit. So I have different layers where like I'll add in the eyes, and my coloring. So that's how I got myself to blink. And then like for my mouth, oh no, that's my happy mouth. For like my mouth, I kind of drew different mouths, and then I basically exported these images with the specific configuration. The specific configuration of like eye blinking, eye mouth open, blah blah blah. I did all that, and then there's 2 ways you can do this. One, there is what's called a Fugi, Fugi Tech, TECH. That uses Discord, and I can see if I just switch my studio mode. So if I quickly hop onto a Discord call, you can see this little guy on my far right. This is using the Fugi. That Fugi there, you can like have him bounce up. You can see when I'm not talking. It uses a shader, so it looks like I'm grayed out, and it can only handle images. So I have one image which is closed mouth, and I have one image that is open mouth, and that's using the Fugi tech. And you can hook it up to your Discord, so anytime you're in a Discord call and you're using OBS or some streaming software, you import it as a like a website link, whatever that little terminology is, and anytime you're in a call, your little figure will pop up. You can also do this for friends, so if you're in a Discord call with a friend and you have their link, you can add them. So when my friend is actually online and we're playing games together, you'll see her little Fugi beside me. The way I'm actually using right now, and this is what I'm going to be using for most of my videos, is ViadoTube. Let me keep editing things. Let me jump out of that Discord call. So ViadoTube is a little program. Let's see. I bring back up random. And I bring up... Oh, actually, wait. I don't need to. I have it. So you can see here, I'm now actually like on the screen. I'm moused over the ViadoTube, which is spelled VeadoTube. So on the left here, you can see it's picking up my mic. The blue bar is kind of like a tolerance, so it indicates when to close my mouth. So if I put it all the way to the top, the moment I stop talking, it will close my mouth. If I put it at the very bottom, it'll take a little longer for my mouth to close. And then the sensitivity on the left, the microphone sensitivity kind of works like a threshold. So the lower I have it, the more chances my mouth is going to be open. The higher I have it, the louder I have to be for it to register a mouth open. So put it somewhere in between. And then what I can do is I put some hotkeys on so I can switch between my different my frames. So same thing with the mouths. I made my sad face when I drew. So when I hit my hotkey, I can switch to a different set of PNGs, and I can have them. I can be a little sad when I want. And then I just set up some quick ones. You can see here on the top, I have those blue box that are highlighting. Those are like some shaking features. So instead of just, all my expressions. So actually, on my static one, I'm not actually moving. So it's like closed mouth static, open mouth static. Whereas I can have I'm slowly just moving left and right. Or I can, here's the shaking one I have for like when I'm like really happy, really sad. There's a really excited shaky one. Then there's just the typical bounce up and down, like, hey, listen. And then you can have the same up and down movement, but left to right. And then the really excited one. But just for kind of standard, I just leave it on static. And then if I ever need it, I shift between the ones that I need, depending on the expression I want. And I can keep adding quote-unquote states. So if I keep drawing more expressions, I can have some more. So yeah, this is ViadoTube. And mid-20s, I'll go with that. That's where I'm currently at. Character-wise, I actually haven't picked an age for him. I haven't decided if he is really old or around my age. because I haven't decided whether or not he is technically a god pretending to be human, or if he is human that made a deal with some spiritual being and thus has the power of whatever I'm using. So I haven't figured that out yet. But yeah, okay, so going back to how much this has all cost me, I technically bought the most yeah, it's like I haven't fully decided how I want my lore to play out, and that's kind of just however I want to play it out. So once I decide, then I'll kind of pick an age for him. So Clip Studio Paint, I bought the most expensive version, which is that $200 some dollars. Canadian, that's a little more. That's going to be around 300, but US it's 220. With the EX version, I pretty much have all the features. If you are looking at buying an art program, Clip Studio is nice, but I would wait for a sale. They go on about every 3 months, or maybe every 6. I just know that they usually have a sale. And apparently version 2 is coming out sometime this year or next year. So if you buy now, I think you get version 2 free when it releases. And I bought this like a couple of years ago, so I'll have to buy the upgrade to version 2 if I really want. The nice thing about Clip Studio is that it is more geared towards artists in making comic panels. So there's a lot of tools in Clip Studio that allows me to kind of help build a comic strip. So actually, if I go back on, I'm going to open up another file. Background. What did I call it? Oh, comic would be a good starting point. So this was the beginning of my lore that I kind of set out. Let's just go without the purple. So like all the frames were using tools. A lot of the poses I have, speech bubbles, it was using kind of some of the tools I have. Here, let me move myself out of the way. Okay, a little smaller. Gotta move my glasses. Can't have that. There. Roughly over here. Let's see. Oh no, too close. Oh, that's this one. This panel's a okay one to start with. So there's this layer. I hide some of the other layers. You can see this layer here. This is actually a 3D model that I can like drag and drop in. So with Clip Studio, I'm able to play with this model, and I could like rotate him. I can move him. I could. Oh dear. Undo. Not what I wanted. I could rotate it around. So if I'm trying to get a specific pose, I can try and get the right angle for it. If I wanted to move his hand like in a different spot, I can like kind of play with the model. And then from here, I can then go to a normal layer and I can draw on top of it. And that's kind of how I built my model. It's how I kind of built my comic panels for my lore that I'm kind of setting up. And I did go over this beginning section, so no spoilers. All of this has been seen. As I reverse add things. And then yeah, like there's like many different like materials I could like add in. Let's see, there's different poses I could add in if I really needed to. Clip Studio has a kind of its own little community where you can like build assets, put them on a store in Clip Studio, and you can download them for some are for free, some you have to pay money, or like the kind of community currency, which is called, I think, Clippy. It's a really nice program. I like it. Because like Photoshop is definitely more for like video editing or like kind of that like After Effects editing. I find Clip Studio is a lot nicer for like the art process. So really nice program. And unlike Photoshop, one-time payment. For at least Windows. I'm pretty sure for Mac too, but really nice. And then, so that's about like $200 some there. Now, I didn't buy Clip Studio just so that I would have Clip Studio to draw my character. I could have done it in, like, Krita or, like, is Sumo another art program? I could have done it anywhere. But I thought I would do some more digital art, which is why I chose to use, I chose to buy Clip Studio. And then, the other things... I have teeny glasses. I bought myself a drawing tablet because I didn't want to have to just use a mouse. So I think I just got it on Amazon, one of the cheaper tablets. It's a Gaomon, Gaomon. It's just one of the cheaper like display tablets. So I have a physical display. I can actually like see what I'm drawing. Some people say you should get a tablet, or you should start off with a tablet that doesn't have a display screen, because the display screen is obviously going to be more expensive. And if you're just going to try out having a drawing tablet, one without a display screen, it works perfectly fine. Definitely a lot cheaper. But I was like, I need a tablet that has a screen on it, because I am unable to comprehend drawing somewhere, looking somewhere else, and seeing like the kaleidoscope movement. So I chose to have a screen. So I think my tablet was about 100 some. So I mean, technically it cost me $300-400 if I was going to say include everything. But yeah, technically my avatar was free. I drew him myself, which makes him free. And all the not all the programs, V802, Fugitech, they are free software that you can use. So yeah, doesn't cost too much, just time and effort. Which is the nice thing about, I think, PNG tubing, is that it is lower effort and doesn't cost as much. If you want to try and put in the effort. What is this, like a Dark Knight? It's like, is that a Batman? So yeah, that's technically how much my avatar cost. I technically paid like a few hundred to get it all done, but realistically, I bought them because I bought the tablet, the art program, because I was gonna use them anyway. So free asterisks depending on the programs you want to use. But yeah, if your girlfriend wants to try out, kind of have fun with this, feel free. There's a lot of YouTube videos. I know. I definitely followed a lot when trying to figure out if I wanted to start streaming with a PNG avatar, and I just kind of follow along. And I was definitely like, oh, I could make a 3D avatar with face. Ah. Oh well. Draw for fun. Pretend. Yeah, the other reason why I was like, I kind of decided to draw my avatar and whatnot is in my head I'm always thinking she draws her geckos. Aww. And then she sticks the for sale under them, right? um in my head I'm always thinking up stories or like I'm reading fanfic, so I'm like, hey, like this character would be like really cool, or like, you know, this idea was really cool. So I was like, I'm always coming up with a character. I'm like, I should just draw these characters. So I've always liked wolves. Ah, stickers, yeah. Um, what is it? You could like, I don't know if you like laptop or any gaming console. You could gecko your systems with all the stickers. I think making I mean, they're not cheap, but you could find some cheap ways to make stickers. It's really, there's some really cute like sticker decal for some cars. I think there are some Pokemon ones of like them just peeking above the window, so you put the decal on the window, so it looks like they're just peeking over the side. It's really cute. Um, can't remember. Is there any other questions that I forgot to answer? Don't think so. But yeah, all in all, I wanted to make a wolf-like character. Um, the reason I only wanted to give him one ear, I will say, is like I always see all like the VTubers. They're always like symmetry and blah blah blah, and like, you know, like if you make things symmetrical, it's just easier to draw. And most VTubers, like animal based ones, they always have like both ears. And I was like, nah, you should go to blank to watch millions of anime. Yeah, I can't put links. Uh, Beniachi? What's that? Oh, I think I've been to the other one. uh, I've been to that one. I was like, yeah, I don't want both ears. I only want one. Screw symmetry. I'll be asymmetrical. And that's why I chose my character to be the left side, technically the wolf, and right side more human. It definitely makes drawing a lot harder when I can't make the eyes symmetrical and all that stuff. So it is a little more painful when trying to draw, but I thought it was a fun experiment. And you can't get better at art if you don't try. So here I am, trying to get better. Which is why I'm like, I'm going to draw my whole lore in a comic book style. You would make Death the Kid very anxious. I Oh, I can't think. I don't know who that is. Death the Kid. Unless this is a text to speech thing. Can't think of it. No, I have not seen Soul Eater, and that's because my one rule with a lot of anime is that I don't watch what's mainstream. The only exception was Bleach, because Bleach was like the first anime I ever binged and watched to completion. So yeah, I don't watch Naruto, I don't watch One Piece. I didn't watch Soul Eater, because that was also a big one. I definitely don't watch the current Dragon Ball, but as a kid. It died, it's not mainstream anymore. I don't know! Still seems very popular to me. So yeah, I was like, at the time, I don't want to watch anything mainstream because that's like, oh, everyone's talking about it. I'm like, nah, if I'm gonna watch it, I'm gonna enjoy it on my own terms. So I definitely don't watch what's mainstream, and which is why I haven't watched Spy X Family, because it's like really popular right now. I'm like, no, I want to watch it when I want to. It is. That's why it's on my list. It's on my list, my ever-growing list of things I need to watch. And I'm like, I need people to not talk about it so I can watch it in my own time. Which I might force myself to watch it in the very near future, within the next couple weeks. I think it's my goal. I want to watch it. I want to watch the undercover father, the assassin wife, the telepathic daughter, and I think a really smart dog. I want to watch it. I want to watch it so bad. So bad. But yeah, I'm hoping the Wednesdays we do art, and I'll slowly get better. I'll slowly build up an arsenal of random things I can add to the stream, like these glasses. And other things that I can add to the channel, and slowly build up my lore. See, I didn't know he could predict things. I just thought he was really smart, and that from what I remember being told or watching in some random videos, that the Anya was the only one who could understand him because of her psychic abilities. But I will watch it. Hopefully within the next week or so. I haven't seen anything past episode 1, season 2. See, that seems crazy to me, because I feel like it just came out. So, like, the fact that there could be a second season already blows my mind. Yeah, like, when did this release? I felt like it was this year. It's just that big. Yeah, clearly. They're like, I'm gonna sign for a season 2. I don't care how bad it is. Like, it could flop, but they just signed for season 2. List of episodes. Yo, the first season is like 25 episodes? Wow. You do not see that in a lot of anime nowadays. I'm always so sad that an anime season is typically 12 or 13 episodes. It's like, yeah, they are short anime, and yeah, maybe they don't have a lot of material to get through, and which is why most anime seasons are 12 or 13 episodes. But I do wish a lot I feel like that wasn't so long ago. It's been less than a year, and the fact that it's, yeah, season 2 is already in the works. Crazy. But yeah, I wish a lot more 12 episode, one season, 12 episode anime had a second season. It's done, season 2 and done. Excuse me, I think your text to speech is a little off. Or speech to text. Well, part 2 is episode 13 onward, but I don't know if that's season 2. Technically, that's still season 1. See, 25 episode anime, again, I'll just take Spy Family for example, is split up into 2 smaller seasons, but they made it 1 season. Because part 2 is where the 12, 13 episode mark is, and that's where the part 2 is. And so the 25 episode animes are sneaky in the fact that they make it longer, they make the season longer, but they do split it up in half into like an arc 1 and an arc 2. And most animes, even the longer ones like Bleach and Naruto, I feel like they're like each arc or each like kind of section is split up into like your smaller seasons, which tend to be around, now don't quote me on this, like 12 or 13 episodes. So the generic Devil is a Part-Timer, I don't remember if that one had a season 2. Let's see. How many episodes did you have? Light novel, blah blah blah. Manga, anime, list of episodes. So yeah, The Devil Part-Timer only has 2 seasons. The first one was 13, the second one was 12. Hence, it could be considered, if they really wanted to, a 25 episode long anime with 1 and 2 parts. Let's see. Let's look at Bleach, because I did mention Bleach. Let's look at its episode TV series list. Episodes. Okay, season 1 was about 20 episodes, season 2 was 21, season 3 was 22, season 4 was 28. That's a good one to check. Let's see, season 4 I said. The Bout. What was season 4 about? Let's see, around 11, 12. Do I not remember what season 4 was? Chandabagi. What was the enemy of season 4? Well, I can't remember. In school or high school misfits. I don't know if I remember those ones. Irma was a Demon School. Irma was another demon one. High school. Not musical. Oh, the Demon King one. Okay, yeah. Also a good one. Let's see, how many episodes? 13, with a possible season 2. Yeah, see? A lot of anime. 12, 13 episodes. Typically. Bigger ones can get away with a few other, especially like filler seasons. They don't care how many episodes it is. It's just literally just to fill up time so that they can wait for the artist to draw the rest of the manga. I can't, just reading the Bleach, I can't figure out what like some middle ground would be, even though they're like 20-ish. Let's see. What about Naruto? I remember watching a little bit of it. Not a lot. Can I just get an episode list? Episode list. List of Naruto episodes. Yeah, season 1. Wow, season 1 was 57 episodes. Divide that by 12. You get close to 5. So about 5 if you want to split it out. Maybe about 5 seasons in season 1. Cause like, let's see. And yeah, get to know Naruto. Then I think it's when they start teaming up. And then I start forgetting a lot of what happened in Naruto. I pray for the souls you kill. I mean, you'll get them. I know it. And I'm thinking I might hop off here. It's 10 o'clock. I need supper. Need to eat. And then head to bed. Bad habits. But yeah, they will not have any souls when I'm done. Oh no. Oh no. Blood for the blood god. Blood for the blood god. Yeah, thanks. So yeah, anime. I typically think a lot of it is split into 12, 13. That's how they typically catch ya. 12, 13 episodes is a good amount for a short anime. And then any longer anime, they just double it and hide it as one season. Skull Throne. No! You gotta get bones for the bone juice. Because that's what Midori would do. Breaking bones makes them stronger. The ever-growing pile. Do you slowly add more numbers to your username for the more bones you have? I know you haven't. Yeah, the joke in the community is that Deku, because when he uses his wait, did you even pass like the first 3 episodes? Because he's hurt so much. It's a joke in the community that because he's hurt so much, his bones are so strong, and that's what makes him stronger by getting hurt. Which isn't true. If you break your bones too much, it doesn't make it stronger. But it's the joke in the community. So Deku's always like, gotta get the bone juice going. uh it's great though. Stretch. Oh, I've not stretched. But yeah, I will let you get to your game, and I will head for supper. So I bid ye adieu. It's 12 days, I guess. What do you mean 12 days? I'm confused. Please elaborate. Event. Oh, okay. I'm back on track. Yeah, I'll have to put in those codes. No, that's fine. I was like, 12 days? What are we talking about? 12 days of Christmas? Yeah, next stream, probably Saturday. My time, 2 o'clock. And I'll probably just stream for a couple hours. That way I'm not burning myself out. And then Sunday, also at 2 o'clock, my time. I'll probably play some Dead by Daylight those days. I haven't thought of what I'm gonna do for my next gaming stream. What game I want to play on stream. So, yeah, that'll be that. Saturday, Sunday, gaming streams. And then next Wednesday, another art stream. We'll keep adding to the art. To the stash. I hoard! Ah! I think we all a little bit confusing. I mean, I can barely talk. Sometimes my words. Thank you. And see ya!